All right.
Yes, right now.
This
Pick
guy
my
with a
video.
broken arm. I feel like that's a
So-
little unfair.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Facebookies, YouTubers?
Harnessing the power of
Tweeters.
Def
I don't know
Leppard
if I'm putting it on
percussion.
Twitter.
I will use my
This
single
idea.
arm to beat the shit out of you.
Stop. This is great. This is Game
Do a
Grumps.
backflip.
He's got Game
Got it.
Grumps going.
All right, I read it already.
Yeah.
But
All right, I'll do a backflip. Although I gotta say, oh, okay, never mind.
Is he smoking his hand?
I don't know. Whoa, nice.
I never do this.
That's
All right.
awesome, though.
It's really hard.
Does it always slow down?
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, now. See, okay. Today I will be reviewing Snoop's Lavender. I might have to do this again. Okay. Now, the funny thing is, all this controversy over the Snoop shit, we've seen this before, okay? We've seen the whole gangster rap. Okay. NWA came out. The movie, and this is the thing, and this is what I want. Like, all the newer generation, we have Straight Outta Compton. That came out in theaters. And I think people who are hip hop heads, who their kids listen to hip hop, I think these kids need to be sat down and taught not only a valuable lesson, but music lessons on the history of hip hop. Now, I think also we need to have that. I remember my father giving me a talk about, when Eminem came out, that was my shit, still is. About this is music, this is entertainment, you know what I mean? Now, shit's gotten serious because of this video. To tell you the truth, I was looking up all this stuff on the video. I almost had to look up what the video was called. I kept seeing the word Lavender and I didn't fucking know that was the name of the track. I'm like, okay. So I will be reacting to it here on YouTube. Okay. Push this mic to the side. Let's see what it's all about. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Check my phone. I got two pounds, one for the plug and one for the down. I got 2 pounds, one for the bitches and one for the door. No. All right, let's do this. It's with Bad Not Good. That's a good group, by the way. Let's see this. It's different for a Snoop Dogg, the introduction to the video. Okay, the kid, he's playing with a toy gun at the table. The dad takes it, puts it to the side. Okay.
My dogs don't bark, but they get off. Fuck around and get your whole face bit off. Sinister, spit truth like a minister. So until I'm a monster, when it's the right time, nighttime. Nigga trying to creep and keep from dying in these motherfucking streets. Fuck the police. From a black man's point of view, spray that shit, say that shit. We right in front of you, each and every one of you. I'm not gonna tell y'all niggas what we gonna do, but whatever y'all did, put 2 on it and put a foot on your neck with a shoe on it. Resident Evil. It's all on camera and they still don't believe it. Clowning around, don't come your clown ass around here, nigga, you gon' get down. Real talk. I'm leaving all you clown ass niggas outline the sharp. Stay black, pay back from way back. I'm the homie, but the motherfucking homie don't play now. We'll fall. This is down to you all. When the night time falls, this the final call. This the final call. fuck it.
Filmed
All the
it.
shit that you motherfuckers done did. Now, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? Motherfuckers, trip this. Cut the motherfuckers off the leash. It's been a week since my dogs ate, let them eat. See, I'ma tell you up front and uncut. See, I'ma stand up, nigga. I'm a man up, nigga. Get what I gotta get. A bitch nigga gon' talk a whole lot of shit, which is the main reason why you stuck around. And I don't fuck around. I'm blowing new purple in a new circle. I don't wanna hurt you, but I'll disperse you and send you back to the earth you came from. Game gun, same one that I used in another galaxy. Actually, it's all fact to me. If I ruled the world, would it come back to me? Black to me, with my hand on that thing. I'm from the home of the brave, land of the gang. Back to the earth you came from. Game gun, same one that I used in another galaxy. Actually, it's all fact to me. If I ruled the world, would it come back to me? Black to me, with my hand on that thing. I'm from the home of the brave, land of the gang. This is down to you all. When the night time falls, this the final.
Trump smoking that shit. Nightfall remix, okay. Okay. Okay, dude. I'm gonna bring this back for a second. I'm gonna rewind this. Yes, okay.
This the final call. This the final call.
Okay. Wait for this to play out. Like 20 seconds left. It's that old school Snoop Dogg with the cartoon. Like doggy style. Okay.
Snoop Loose.
Snoop. Jesus.
Breakfast. Biatch.
Damn.
It's Jesse James, motherfucker.
Okay, you know what? This is my thing. Now, I didn't want to do this video because I'm totally back in Snoop, but I am back in hip hop. And gangsta rap doesn't really need backing. But like I was trying to say before, okay, we've seen this before. Okay, now, straight out of Compton, like I said, you know, kids need to be sat down, taught about music, this, that. Gangsta rap's its own thing, you know, and like I was saying, my example was when I was younger, my father, you know, I had the Marshall Mathers LP. My father's like, yeah, this is entertainment, this, that. Granted, like Snoop, they're pulling from different aspects of their life, obviously. Now, okay. My fucking thing is, this video, I think, had many different messages in it. I'm gonna bring it back. It's muted. I just want to break some shit down. Okay. Now in the beginning, this is the whole parental advisory thing. In the beginning, fucking, he's playing with a gun at the table. Dad's like, no. Might just be toys at the table thing. Points at the dad. Okay, he throws it in his suitcase. I didn't catch that. Mute it. Right. Now. He's smoking. Okay, the dad's smoking some weed. Looks like. Stereotypically speaking, yes, the cop's eating donuts, whatever. He's bumping whatever, new Snoop, I guess, and fucking smoking. The cop sees it. No, let's pull him over. Gives him some shit. Oh yeah, legalize it in New York, by the way. Legalize it. Hurry up. I'm not an advocate for drugs. I just believe weed is weed. And okay, now in the video, he does disrespect the cop. Throws that shit in his face. The way I take it, see, this was a perfect scene. It represents the cop is quick to squeeze first, ask questions last. But when he opened the suitcase, he forgot about the toy gun in there. And the cop saw it, and the cop fired. Now, this is, this situation happens every day. Every day in America. You go reaching for something, the cop doesn't know. And you know what? As an officer, you have the right to be safe, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? The right to feel safe. But this is the thing. Okay, at the end, too, I'm going to bring it all the way to the end. Snoop's watching people on surveillance. This is kind of a creative video. Everybody's a clown. This is what Snoop's saying. The whole Donald Trump thing, too, even. And just hear me out. Whoever, comment. Republicans, doesn't matter. Everyone's welcome to it. Okay. Everybody's a clown. And this is, I think, what the message is that, Trump, yes, he's an outside entity. He's an outside fucking... He's not a typical politician. He's an outsider. I think certain people voted for him. Now it's either... Look at the end. After the assassination, they're just like, nah, we're smoking. You can't have none. Did he really fire? You know what I mean? Did he really fire? Imagine if the rabbit got the gun now. Did he really fire that? You see what I'm saying? Or was it, what was it? It's, music to me, and this is a video, obviously, but music to me is interpretation, perception. How do you see it in your mind? When you hear abstract hip-hop, someone like Atmosphere, where it's not necessarily gangster rap, but you hear it and it's very abstract. So the concept for this video, and I'm, obviously, yes, he's holding the gun to him. It's not, that part's not subliminal, but I think what Snoop is trying to get across here is that after, like the scene with the cop, when these things are happening, you can't expect the best results. I mean, everyone thought it was a joke. Everyone thought it was funny. Some people were really rooting for Trump. And to those people, and this is the thing, there was one of two things, and I've heard it like myself. Either you voted for Trump and then your response was, when people asked you about it or called you on it, you were like, oh, well, I didn't think Trump would win. So you voted for him. To me, I see the Constitution, the First Amendment, too, as well. Didn't mention that. Granted, this is a video. This is more imagery. It's not. But I see. I take, I take our country, our freedom. When incidents like that happen too, I take these things very seriously. So you're telling me you voted for Trump just playing around? You know what I mean? Or the other response is, well, I just don't like Hillary. Okay. You don't have to. Like I used to say, oh, maybe we can have a woman president, but as long as it's not Hillary, But I can't say too much as far as like on Hillary because I don't know enough to be like, this is why I don't like the bitch. I know Obamacare was her idea from what I understand. But okay. Now, yes, and the whole Clinton, the scandals and all that shit, whatever. Get too far into politics. But at the end, it's like, the chick from the Harley Quinn. It looks like the Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, and he's with his goons, and they're smoking, and Trump can't have none. And Trump, of course, I want to find the actual tweet. Trump tweeted, of course, about it right away. I don't follow Trump. Oh, brother, I don't follow Trump, but we're going to do this. This is the thing. Like, people think that's bad. Like, there's this hip-hop artist I listen to from Detroit. He goes by the name of King Gordy. And people like bitching about, this video. Listen to the outro on Xerxes. I might post a link below. And Obama didn't tweet about it when it happened. You know what I mean? You need to hear that shit before you complain to me about this. Just because the world's seeing it and it's not independent music. That's another thing, too. We need to teach our kids. It's not all about what you see on fucking TV. You know what I mean? It's not. Will it have an effect on the black community? Maybe. You know what I mean? Snoop's community? Maybe. I mean, I think, Snoop's a little more powerful than that. And it's not just, because I saw Snoop do it. It's like that episode of Boondocks. Like, who was it? Dougalicious or whatever? It's like, he did it and it's cool. So, like, it's not always like that. Like, people, like, kids like that don't need to have gangster rap in their life, first of all. Okay, no. Search for Donald Trump. Okay. I don't know if he left the tweet up here, or the Snoop tweet. I don't know. Maybe he was a big boy and took it down. I don't. We'll see. That's the thing. I'm gonna look it up on my phone too. I saw something on Facebook. Facebook, man. Facebook nowadays, you just get, some people get their fucking news like that. Like, some people get their news from this guy. They need to do a meme like that. Some people get their news, if you feel stupid, some people get their news from and then show like the Facebook fucking homepage. Hold on. I didn't get to see the whole Russia thing either with him, but hey man, if you really support Donald Trump, I mean, I don't fucking judge. I think everyone's has the right to their own political point of view. And all this shit about people getting beat up for it's that do a fucking video like me or something. Do something productive. Where is that shit? Gosh. Okay. Oh, speaking of Detroit. Okay. Yeah, the artist, by the way, check him out. And he fucking does this whole bit about tormenting Obama's family and Obama himself, It's horrorcore music, though. And if you ain't fucking with gangster rap, you ain't ready for no, like, real horrorcore, not paint your face and act like a fucking clown. Speaking of clowns. Okay. Can you imagine what the outcry would be if Snoop Dogg, failing career and all, you just threw a shot in there, you had to throw a jab, had aimed and fired the gun at President Obama. Jail time! ! What? Okay. First of all, I understand, like, the frustration. Like, yeah, he pointed the fucking gun at you in the video. Yeah, obviously, Donald Trump has the right to be upset. We're at even Obama, when he started, we're at a day and age now where it's not about presidency. It's about rock star status. And obviously, I can see how we went from, okay, our president is black, but after 2 terms, I can see how we're moving into, okay, well, if Obama was president, then fucking Trump should, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely see it. Now, okay. This is the thing. It's funny he said that, because it's like, failing career and all. Aside from that, like, Snoop Dogg. That's why T.I., I think, came out and said it the way he said it. He's like, he's a fucking legend. What are you talking about? And Bow Wow took it way over the top when he, I think that's just another artist. Like, oh, well, hey, look at me. I'm Bow Wow and I still exist. Which, hey, you know what? If you can get promo how you get it, because I thought he said something about he retired or whatever. But anyway, whatever. And then that chick. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Let me find that real quick. All right. Then that chick talking about her response to it. I forgot who it was. I'm gonna find her right now. This is the thing. And at the end of the day, this is the thing. Snoop won, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay. Come on. Oh, new Gorillas too. You guys want to check out different music too? Oh, Gorilla sounds good. This is the thing. Okay, hold on. I do want to say this. Like I was trying to say before, Straight Outta Compton coming out. Now this is being introduced to the newer generation, and the kids getting to see it. Whatever. We've seen this before. We've seen history. This is history repeated. Ice-T's Cop Killer, as well as NWA's Fuck the Police. You know what I mean? So it's like we've been here before. We've seen it. You know what I mean? I guess maybe this is different because it's in a video. You know what I mean? It's not just something recorded like, oh, this shit goes hard, man. It's a video. Now, where is that chick? 3 hours? This has so much shit on it. The main. Where the fuck is it? Before it was all over my... See, I have this weird thing on Facebook. I'll wait to share something. But it was all over my fucking... Facebook before. But anyway, this is the thing. Okay. Yeah, role models. You want a fucking role model in hip-hop right now? Have your kids listen to Drake. Okay? Send them to, send them to Drake. Okay. I'm gonna find this motherfucker pretty soon, don't worry. It's like, okay, you wanna check out some different weird music too. Check out Childish Gambino's new shit. That shit, it's not just hip hop. It's older, like older musical elements incorporated. I think some of it sounds like fucking like old soul, and it's just funky. It's really fucking weird and out there. And he did Redbone, which is the whatchamacallit. It was on the Get Out soundtrack. Yeah. I'm getting that shit when it comes out too. Get Out. Okay. I'm just trying to keep y'all busy while I find this shit. And it's just funny because, like he said, what would the outcry be? If he fired a gun at. First of all, a gun wasn't fired. Donald Trump's really good at that. Like, he's good at like certain words, and this is the thing. Especially someone who's a Trump supporter. If you're a Trump supporter, like I said, that's fine. Trump's good at using, no pun intended, trigger words. Fired the gun. Yes. In the video, which is make-believe, he fired at the president. Okay. Or, because in his tweet here, this is just me. This is what I'm saying. Like to some people it doesn't make a difference, but at the end of the video he's not like laying there. He's kind of like, it looks like he's shackled. So I don't know if it's a reference like Snoop. It's kind of like when he said Hillary Clinton should be in jail, even though that's not how the fucking system works. Because if she did this or that, it doesn't quite, you know. Anyway, what he was talking about. Hold on. I'm gonna see if almost got it. But okay, with the Snoop thing, maybe it's kind of like what he did to her at that debate. Think of it like that. He's got shackles on him. Does he feel Trump should be in jail? Does he feel he's guilty of something and it's just dirty politics? Whether or not he's an outside force, an outside politician, he's still, like, politics are still dirty. Okay, our government is still dirty. I'm not saying all of it's bad. It's like everyone, you know, conspiracy theorists, like, oh, Illuminati this, and, you know, they exaggerate it, and some of them just have theories and don't necessarily know exactly what they're talking about. They just have their own, that's why they call it conspiracy theory. Okay. Where the fuck is this? Okay, Monday. It's the woman responding to the incident. Is it even on Uproxx? I hope so. Okay, yeah, I think I'm getting closer to it. I saw it. Drake shattered the streaming already. Not surprised. Killed it with views. Oh, wait, who? Tommy Lauren is in hot water over recent comments. That was on Monday. Suspended from the Blaze after pro-choice comments. Ooh, I gotta check that out. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he has the clown on the face of, like, the news reporter. And that could be also in reference to somebody like her who does that kind of thing. And like I said, you know, everyone has the right to their own opinions, but you know what I mean? Like, who's to say that everyone who's watching her, or even likes her or follows her, has the same political views? You see what I'm saying? So even like her comments on Kaepernick, you know, this is the thing. And this is the thing with Kaepernick too. And I'm not backing Snoop. I'm not even backing Kaepernick. Okay. This is the thing with Kaepernick. He's like, our kids, yes, there's that video. It's like our kids are watching. That's true. Kaepernick's an athlete. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Our kids are watching. Everyone's watching. What's that? So he takes it. He don't take a stand. He takes a kneel. That's at a football game. Like, that's kind of like what he was saying. Like, where else are we going to be heard? Where is this going to be said? Because, okay, the all lives matter, Black Lives Matter. Gee, this is going on within the time before Trump hits presidency. Come on. Is this, like, you know what I mean? Is this really a fucking surprise to anybody? And I'm not to blame it all on Trump. I better find this. Fucking better find this. Better be on this page specifically. I think I'm gonna post that King Gordy too description in the comments below, or above the comments. Okay, I found links. Like, let me get off the president's page, off his Twitter page. Let him do his thing or whatever. Twitter, man, I thought I had a problem on Facebook, you know. Okay. I didn't think overall, like for newer Snoop nowadays, I don't think that was a bad sound because the band he's with, you know, if you've heard their shit with, I think Danny Brown, it was Ghostface Killer. Okay, okay, it just popped up. Okay, who is this chick? I found it. Finally. Ladies and gentlemen, we have it. Woo! Okay. Um, I'm so hip hop. So hip hop and happening. Okay. Fox News host, that's who it is. It's the Fox News host. Thinks Snoop Dogg, Bow Wow should be killed over Trump remarks. Whoa. Okay. Talk about trigger words. And this is why Snoop won right here, is because two wrongs don't make a right. Not only did this bitch say that Snoop should be killed. Okay, I'm going to quote it exactly. I think it would be fantastic if Snoop and wannabe Snoop got a visit from, like, the federal marshals, says Kimberly, you know, whatever. Okay, now, if she said just that, and I'm not going to go into fucking reading, I'll read it later. If she said just that and didn't really go to an in-depth, but people felt it was insinuated. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Okay. So if you're pissed at this point in the video, hear me out. Eminem just did a track with Big Sean, newer, upcoming rapper. Not upcoming. He's been hot for a few years now. Just a couple years. Just did a song called, what the hell is it called? I downloaded it off of Big Sean's I Decided. The fuck's it called? No Favors. Okay. Now, can't no government, what do you say? Trump's a bitch. I'll make his whole plan go under. This is the thing. You same people, come on. People who, whether you support Trump openly or closet Trump supporter, you were rocking with this. Don't front. You see what I'm saying? Noah had nothing to say. The white boy said it. And that's not a race thing. It's not what I'm trying to make it. He's one of my favorites in hip hop. Top 5, no question. He did that shit. He did the campaign speech. That was like I had that a few nights before I went to vote. I was showing my little brother that shit. And, you know, obviously we knew. And this is a man who, what was it? When Role Model, when Slim Shady LP came out, Hillary Clinton tried to slap me and call me a pervert. I ripped her fucking tonsils out and fed her sherbet. You see what I'm saying? So I think, like, even back then, like, him just being an asshole and spitting that type of shit, he still comes back with campaign speech and he's like, is this what you guys want? Is this what you really want Trump? Like, we know who Hillary is. We know who Bill, yes, scandals and crooked politicians and all that shit. But we know who these people are. And the difference was Trump is going to gain his experience throughout his presidency. Hillary Clinton had that experience. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm not trying to knock and say this one's is better. Okay. Now, before I trail off too far, my point is, when Eminem came back, he was coming out with Relapse. What did he do? He also put out a track called The Warning. And it was a warning shot to Mariah Carey, because Mariah Carey did her little, why are you so obsessed with me? You know, because Eminem mentioned Mariah. He did that shit, Bagpipes from Baghdad for Relapse. It was like the 4th or 5th track off the album. And Nick Cannon fucking blogged about him. Controversy. One of the kings of fucking controversy. Okay. So it worked. Nick Cannon fell into that trap. Boom. Record sales. I didn't even think, when I first heard Relapse, I was kind of disappointed. But, you know, he put out that Refill, the Forever track, and more horrorcore tracks. That's what I fuck with. And you know what I mean? Like, album sales. Snoop had another track he put out. That shit I like better, actually, than the Lavender. He had another track. It was like some Crip shit or something. Cripulation. I don't know. To check that out. But, you know, so this isn't anything new, really, you know, and gets people in a, you know, people feed into it. It gets people in a rut. Stirs shit up. And she came back, said that shit, defending Trump as if Trump needs defend. Trump has fucking Twitter, okay? From what I understand, Trump gets up, let's say 5, 6 in the morning, fucking opens up the windows, puts on Twitter, puts on all these fucking TVs. Anything to do with our issues? No, it's to see what people are fucking saying about Trump. It's that rock star appeal. That's the curse that comes with it. Trump being president. That's what's coming with it. This is what's happening. This is the result. This is the backlash. You know what I mean? And then Trump followers, you know, scratch their heads. It's just like, oh, we just don't understand it. Fucking Snoop Doggy Dogg just doing what he's always done. Did you watch Trailer Park Boys? Have you bought an Eminem record? Shut the fuck up. Please. Please. Like, not to sound like a violent Democrat or whatever. Because, like, people, okay, liberal. Like, people use the term liberal, libtard. This is the thing. There's not only liberal Democrats, there's liberal Republicans, too. I looked this shit up. You know, I don't understand it. A conservative, you know, whether it be conservative, Democrat, Republican, a conservative likes shit the way it should be, or used to be. Make America great again. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's... Yes, okay, I agree. Something like this isn't necessarily going to make America great, or... Like, this guy commented, you know, he's from Florida, of course. He commented on Facebook, you know, oh, shout out to Leo. Yeah, no offense, Leo. He's staying in Florida. But this guy commented, you know, a lot of fucked up shit happens in Florida. You got the Trayvon incident, and, you know, not to bring out all that old shit, but sometimes people need to hear it. So, like, you got the, you know, you got the incidents like that, and which Snoop was trying to point out in the video. You know, he could have took it a step further and, you know, I don't think he did it. I saw in something else, though, there's another commercial. There's this commercial I saw where this kid had the Arizona tea and the Skittles, and he dropped, you know, he could have took it a step further. I don't see a problem with addressing certain issues. Was it kind of extreme? Yeah, I'd say, but just like the horrorcore shit. Maybe I'm just desensitized. This is where a conservative, Republican, or whoever, they see this and they're like, oh my God, so wrong. And then you react with the same kind of violent mentality? Can anyone say hypocrisy? You see what I'm saying? So both sides have been made wrong, and Snoop Dogg has 7,163,289 views. Great job, America. Like, come on, man. Fuck, I've seen it. Who was it? It was Vin Rames, like he said on Baby Boy. This shit ain't nothing but a rerun. We've seen it. Okay. And the kid, this is why I wanted to touch on too. The kid caught it. He caught it with his camera. I saw a meme that said it best, and I don't know if it's a direct quote from him, Will Smith. It showed Will Smith. It said, racism isn't how'd it go? It's like racism isn't just happening now. It's getting recorded. It's like, it's not getting worse. It's getting recorded. And you got these phones, and you know what? Honestly, you got Uber drivers and all this shit now. Thank God for technology. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we really, you know, because I'd be on Facebook bugging and shit. Thank God for technology, man. And like, you know, like what do you really even see in this video? The basic overall concept to me. Oh shit, I didn't catch that either. Hold on. Yo. So I was just talking about horrorcore. King Gordy. Ooh. Oh, Snoop went there. See this kid's fucking room? Insane Clown Posse? Okay. This is the thing, and this is why I stress like the whole, I like horrorcore. I can't get into ICP, I've tried. Not tried, like I've made the effort. I've heard their shit, and I'm like, I'm about lyricism, and I grew up on Eminem, of course, and I thought you know, it's an old beef. M fucking gave it to him. You know, there's a whole story behind why, you know, watch that shit. But I think this is another thing Snoop's implying. Hold on. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, that's gonna have to do. Okay, Snoop. Let me see. Magazine. This kid who just fucking the world's clowns. I like that concept though. I didn't catch that. He's got Insane Clown Posse on his wall and shit. So I don't know if Snoop's like, you know, kind of like whatever as far as them, as far as they go, or if he's like, against it. I don't know. You know what I mean? It could be, let me pull this up, a million different things here. Okay. And of course, clown cop kills. It's horrible. You know, we got things like, at the same time, we do have things like World Star, Media Takeout. I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? I watch World Star before I fuck with Media Takeout, but like, even World Star, it's like, if it's not, hey, these assholes are acting like assholes and got into a fight, then it's, you know, same stereotypical rap videos, pop bottles, champagne, bitches, you know what I mean? And it's fucking ridiculous. And then, ClownTube, YouTube, ClownTube. Snoop saying right there, look at this kid's room. This is what these kids, some of these kids are misguided, they're misled. Like, yeah, Snoop's what, 44, 45 years old? He's a rap fucking veteran, okay? He's lived through all of it, he's seen it. Was close with Tupac. This, that. I don't want to hurt you, but I don't know. I don't hate the song, and I know people are gonna hate me for it. Like, oh, you're just sticking up for Snoop Dogg. No, Snoop Dogg don't need. Just like Trump doesn't need sticking up for. Snoop Dogg doesn't need sticking up for, man. But I defend hip hop in any way I can, and some of this, yes, is it toxic for some people? I would think so, you know, but don't. As parents, this is the thing. We sit our fucking kids in front of, here's Disney Channel, this, that. We let our televisions do the babysitting. You know? But if you're going to speak on something like this, I have a problem with that. You know, you got the internet. They got access to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to say, man. Because I don't know if I don't think this is a video that gets played on TV, right? You should also, if you monitor what your kids watch on the television, you should definitely you should be paying attention to what they're seeing on YouTube, on the internet. Because a lot of rappers too, and I'm seeing independent music take over too. I'm a big Hobson fan, and I'm also a fan of, you know, independent music in general. underground shit, like I was saying, King Gordy, just that certain horrorcore, fuck with Necro, you know, just different shit. But I also like, you know, there's the positive and like conscious side of hip hop. Like I love Common. Common spoke out on this shit as well too. I didn't. He took a more political approach. I love Common. And, you know, other underground independent rhyme sayers shit. I don't want to get too off topic. I want to stay focused. And, you know, this is what it is, you know. It's gangster rap. Like, you ever went to see a movie where the president is assassinated, you know, and they probably caught heat too and shit. At the end of the day, it is just music, and he can break it down more in concept through his lyrics, you know. My stepfather said something interesting, and, you know, he's a big part of my life. Like, when I started listening to hip-hop, you know, he was introducing me to different stuff. He was a big Jay-Z fan. But he was saying even, he goes, nowadays, especially with the way hip-hop is now, he goes, I don't watch videos. He's like, sometimes the videos actually ruin the songs. You know what I mean? If you're a true if you're not a true hip-hop head, or if you're a little, like, misguided kid, something's already wrong with you. You don't need to be seeing this, and nor do you need to be listening to this. You know what I mean? But, you know, so if you're really into music, it's like, you don't need this video. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, America doesn't need this video. You still got to keep in mind there's the First Amendment. It's freedom of speech. And what do you know? A lot of people don't like Trump, man. You know, not just rappers, not just Democrats. Fucking Satanists don't like Trump. You know what I mean? And this is my thing. Like, I'm kind of neutral now. Like, before I was like, fuck, you know, this is happening, you know. But it wasn't like me being mad. It wasn't like, I wasn't like, fuck America, because everyone, yes, Snoop ended up being one of those, it's like, no, Snoop, no. He ended up being one of those people who were like, oh, fuck this, I'm gonna move to Canada. Nah, come on. You don't want to move to fucking, you know, I'm sure Canada's not terrible. But this is America, god damn it. You know? So it's like, in a way, that's why the home of the free, land of the free, you know? Like, in a way, we are more free than other countries. Are we the greatest? No. Do we have that mentality? Yes. Well, we're the freest. We're definitely one of the freest. You know, so I love hip-hop too, you know? And I feel like hip-hop's a big fucking way to express. I mean, Public Enemy. When Public Enemy came out, one of the first, like, powerful rap groups, and we're bringing, you know, 70s, you know, we're trying to bring hip-hop they were trying to bring hip-hop to the forefront, you know, I think after disco, whatever, that disco 70s era, you know what I mean? And then, you know, that's late 70s, Sugar Hill Gang, and then Public Enemy soon enough came out in the 80s, and then, you know, the evolution of hip-hop, you know, and then it gets to the West Coast, and they got, you know, gangster rap, and, you know, so, and then this is the thing, too, like, this ain't even, like, a Tupac approach, you know, even when Tupac was getting hyped and getting extreme and shit, Tupac was more like, you know, you've seen him in interviews, and he took it serious. He was like, why don't, you know, instead of bitching about the poor, he goes, why don't he put some of them in his White House? You know what I mean? Where it was more ideas, and people like, oh, well, he's not doing anything. Well, he's a gangster rap musician. He's a hip-hop musician. It's not about you taking his words seriously, and, you know, maybe he does something that makes him look hypocritical. You know, I think every great artist is bound to contradict themselves, man, you know, and maybe we're seeing it here with Snoop, you know, and yes, the whole thing about gun violence, like, it's an important issue, but also, don't be the country, because everyone ends up sounding like a hypocrite, because don't be cutting them down for this when all we talk about is, you know, they want to take our gun. It was kind of like that, you know, I'm not a huge, like, fan, but, like, I think Amy Schumer said it best too. In that special, she was saying, everyone's like, when you hear someone bring up guns, like, don't take away our guns. Like, don't be a country that does that. And then when he does something like this and then twist it to be about, the issue with gun violence in general. Oh, like I was trying to say earlier, sorry, I'm scatterbraining it here. A dude from Florida, I commented on something, I was pissed. When I first saw this Snoop shit, I was like, you know what? No, it's not going to be fixed between blacks and, cops, this, that, because cops choose. If cops are racist, cops are going to choose to do what they do because they have that authority and they're going to abuse it. And this dude commented, and it was a short, and I realized fighting with certain conservatives or Republicans, because of course I go to his page, what do you know? He's got some type of fucking anti-Democrat video. I noticed fighting with these people, they just give you little jabs. They don't go out, like I'll go out in a frenzy and I'll type like, I'm just breaking it down for you. Like because I was always taught that when you argue with something, you need something to back it up. But they just wait for you to give them something and then they throw something back. You can twist anything. You know what I mean? And so, of course he was like, you're brain dead if you think that doesn't affect the black community. I was like, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything like that. I'm not saying it. I'm not insinuating that, this ain't going to affect anyone. Don't let your fucking kids listen to it. If you're a good parent, you're on your shit. Stay on your shit. Fucking simple. You know what I mean? But it can't all be so simple, I'm not a parent. I can't say that. Maybe. I don't know. But I feel like I'm not the only one who said it, But, yeah, as far as Snoop's video goes, thoughts and comments, please. Comment what you want. I'm putting this on YouTube, so there's going to be, I think, a different mixture of comments. This is my first response video, me reviewing this track. This is the first time I've seen it too. Like I said, I didn't even know what the shit was called, and everyone's stressing. And like I said before, I said it in like a Facebook Live video. All the new hip hop heads, I can't even consider it hip hop nowadays. Like the newer shit that's out. When you bring up Snoop Dogg, some people are gonna laugh because they're like, "This is old." Like to me, I know what it is. Like I'm a true hip hop head. Like I said, Snoop, like, I didn't know Snoop was supposed to be a role model. Gin and Juice, that's advocating, in a way, it's advocating, DUIs and, DWIs, drunk driving, But, music is just music, and at the end of the day, it's what it is, man. And he's made some fucking jams. Don't put his career in a box like that, man. That's not right, Because this is the thing. People can say what they want about Trump. He's still, at the end of the day, he's still president, right? But I guess personally, he was upset about that, But it is what it is. It's Snoop Doggy Dogg coming out of Long Beach. So, I'm sure he can talk to his community, too. There's certain things. Snoop can, I don't want to say make up for it, because I don't know if he cares to make up for it. He's Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Like, you don't like it, don't let your kids listen to it. Everyone wants to do away with rap now, and I'm seeing the world change, like, between, and it's like, race is another story. We're already seeing the separation due to political view, and people have gotten over, in fights over it, people rioting, and even people on Facebook. Like, no, if you're on Facebook, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, you can't, how you gonna speak on a protest when your ass ain't even went out even before Trump was president? Okay, you went out to vote. To those who went out to vote, awesome. You know what I mean? Like, good for you. But, like, don't speak on a protest and people get ran over and it's funny. No, that shit ain't funny. You know what I mean? Like this ain't funny. You know what I mean? Why is it funny if someone gets fucking ran over you know, during a serious protest, you know, a protest gone bad. That shit happens. You know what I mean? It's not funny. You know, so keep that in mind while you're ridiculing Snoop Doggy Dogg. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.